than your song.
But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Sure they got one leg.
What's up,
Whoa,
y'all?
hold on.
Is that line is take?
You do something. What you be doing?
I'm on here freestyling for people, man. Can I do a freestyle for you guys?
That's that dude. That's the TikToker.
Oh, damn. Yo, can I do a freestyle for you guys?
Give us one. Wait, turn up.
Hold on. We gotta give him words. We gotta give him words.
Give me the most creative, challenging words you can think of.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pedestrians. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Another big one.
Another big
Chronicle.
one. Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. All right.
Okay. Revolutionary.
Ambidextrous, chronicle, Afghanistan, and revolutionary. Those are the words? Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Other artists really need to get their flex up. When it come to freestyles, yo, I'm next up. I be shining kinda like my man's necklace. Use both sides of my brain, I'm ambidextrous. I'm the freshest type. They can feel the vibes from left to right. Y'all know that I'm the dopest on jams. Ambidextrous, cause I can use both of my hands. Then again, it don't matter if I'm right or left-handed, cause I never write it. I hope you understand it. I provide it right off the tip of the brain. And when I'm spitting for my people, all my shit is insane. I make it happen. I'ma kick a rap verse. Shout to my homie with the necklace and the black shirt. Filming on the phone, gotta get it on your camera. They got questions, Harry is the answer. Yeah, I'm about to make it known. When I rhyme, I be entering the crazy zone. Thank you for the words, y'all came up with the good stuff. Shout the homie chilling in the middle with his hood up. I go beyond your flow, going places other rappers wanna go. Do it by myself, no sponsor, bro. I'm delivering the rap chronicles. Your level, I'ma go beyond it. Matter of fact, I'm about to get you lifted like the chronic. Can't nobody else rock this way. High like the chronic, that's where the Dr. Dre. H-Mac, I'ma put it down. Every time I'm rhyming, they be loving my sound. Can't nobody really do it like me. Winning in my psyche. Shout my homie who be rocking Nike on the zip up. I get props whenever I be spitting. They gon' see me on TikTok for hip hop. I'ma put it down for all of y'all. I be cold shivery. This here is the chronicle delivery. Delivering the magazine and the periodical. I got the hottest flow, you know I brought it, bro. I ain't never slipping. Yeah, y'all just be assisting. I'm Michael Jordan. These rappers like Pippen. Think they on my level, homie? They be tripping. I grip the mic and then I'm about to slam the jam from LA to Afghanistan. I'm about to break it down till I find my peace. They put my music in the Middle East, yeah. All my lyrics are gigantic, I'm about to make them panic. They can feel my shit across the whole planet, yeah. Lyrics is what I'm about to push. He was like, yo, he's rapping right now. He said, shush, please be quiet, he's really getting down. I'ma blow your mind with the rhymes that's profound. I be doing me, and y'all know they never doing Harry. When it come to lyrics, all my flows are revolutionary. What I mean to say is when I'm spitting off the brain, I be revolutionary, go against the grain. I'm about to make a change the whole earth. I'm about to blow your mind with the freestyle verse. The beat stopped, but I wasn't ready to end. H-Mac be the freestyle internet trend, let's go.
Yo, what?
That's crazy,
Bro.
What's up, man?
Are you a TikToker?
Yeah, I'm on here doing freestyle raps for people. Could I do a freestyle for you?
Yeah, Yes.
Okay, dope. I need your help because I'm gonna improvise.
Okay.
Can you give me like a song topic?
Okay. A grizzly bear drinking milk.
A grizzly bear drinking milk.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, I love it. Oh wow, you got a grizzly bear on your mug right there?
Yeah, it's milk.
You drinking milk out of there?
Yes.
Oh wow,
Okay.
so this makes so much sense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Let's go. Yeah, 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 okay, yeah, come on, yeah, 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 yeah. Any forest, I get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Hey, yo, my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk, yeah, I'm a grizzly, that's mad facts, us bears, we got a bad rap, yeah, people aren't really aware, when they see us while they hiking, yo, they get scared, they like, no, that's that dude, that grizzly that's really gonna steal our food, damn, hey, yo, his size is godly, he might even catch us and eat our bodies, yeah, people think that I'ma eat them raw, people scared of my teeth, scared of my claws, people scared cause my size is giant, and they know in a fight that I'm certain to triumph. But here's the thing, I don't like people. I'm not a bad guy, I'm not evil. Nah, that's not the way I'm built. I ain't gonna eat you, I just want your milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur is smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear, yeah. And my fur it be smoother than silk. Hey, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, real big how I been built. I'm not really a fan of the skim milk. I do invent, loving to drink the 2%. Yeah, and y'all know I don't make people feel the wrath. I want the half and half, yeah. Yo, look in my eyes, they so dreamy. Pour me a glass of milk that's mad creamy. All the milk, you know it shook me. But hey, I think I'll need some cookies. Yeah, that's gonna make sure my mood don't get low. When I got the cookies, I can dip those. Yeah, if I got the milk, it's a miracle. Yeah, I might need a bowl of cereal. Oh shit, man, he even had the prop. Y'all know we drinking non-stop. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Yeah, and my fur would be smoother than silk. Hey, so I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Yeah, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Hey, and my fur would be smoother than silk. Come on, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, I'm about to make you aware. If you got milk, better pour a glass for the bears. Yeah, I'm out here getting busy. Pour me a glass of milk for this grizzly. Yeah, I'ma make you aware. Hey, go and pour a glass of milk for the bears. Hey, y'all know the milk got me amped. And if you don't pour me a cup, I'll terrorize your camp. Let's go.
Let's go.
You insane. Yo, you guys are not.
I'm sorry if everyone's had enough of it, but I love it. And actually, I didn't put it on that time, so.
No, I did tell you to put it on, though. I did tell you to put it on. Hey, Dr. Evil, Dr. Evils, good to see you. First time in my chat. I know you're obviously from elsewhere, but first time in my chat. Bless you, man. Good to see you. Do you want to introduce? Do you want to say hello to everybody, or shall
I want to introduce myself.
You know what I mean. Do you want to say hello to everybody, or shall I? Do you want to say hello to everybody, or shall I?
I will do it.
Go for it then.
Chilling, fit like.
Fit like. Fit like, mate. Fit like.
Sandro Bazaar. Carl. Hiya. I know. Mr. Derek Nelson. Hi. Dr. E. Vales. Hi. Who else we got? Jono Edwards in the house.
In the house.
In the house. That's it.
Yeah, is that what we've got here? 12 watching at a minute. And
Chilster just popped in.
And Chilster just popped in. Gadgies. Jono, is it? Jono? Oh, you said hello to Jono, didn't you? Right, so while we wait for everybody to talk, we've got a topic here in YouTube. It's
Roger.
Hold on. I've got a topic here on YouTube for tonight. It'll maybe take an hour, maybe take two. But it's flat screen of the video. It's from Bible Expeditions or Expedition Bible, whatever. And it's about Exodus, the Exodus, of Moses' Exodus of the let my people go. That Exodus, when I'm talking about. well, possibly evidence of Pharaoh's body, something like that, some archaeological proof, possibly. So we're going to have a look at the video and see what it's saying. And then after we finish that, then we're heading over to Rumble. Well, we're on Rumble, but we'll be going over to Rumble just to watch the movies. So fair play, fair play. Let's start off with Jim as usual. Jim, let's get some observations.
Giannis is backstage.
Backstage. All right. Hey, Giannis, how you doing, man?
Hello. I'm great, as always.
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Get some of Jim's observations. The usual while we're waiting for people to come in. And then we'll get on with the topic. And once we finish the topic, we'll end and we'll go to Rumble and watch the movies. So, Jimmy boy, where are you? We'll do the normal. We'll do a couple of Jim's observations, wait for people to come in, then get on with it. Get on with it. Should be good. Vicky, Flats gave me the video. I only watched a couple of minutes just to see how it goes, see if it was cool and that. So, you know me, I like to watch it with you guys. So, Flats says it was decent, so I trusted judgment. So, we'll have a look at it. But we'll start off with Jimmy's observations at the minute. Did we do this one earlier? No, we didn't.
I just put Chilster's latest video, babe.
Yeah.
I just put the link for Chilster's latest video in chat.
Okay, excellent. Because Chilster just did a video. That's right. I watched Chilster's video actually.
No, it was
that one. Yeah. Oh no, it was one I seen the other day. Is that from? Oh no, it wasn't that one. It wasn't. I don't think.
Hi,
it was that one.
Joyce.
But yeah.
So that's the link for Chilster's newest video. And if you're not subscribed to him, please do.
Absolutely. Right, we'll do the same as we normally do. Just we'll put in a couple of Jim's observations, then we'll get into the topic. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that as usual.
I've got an itchy thumb.
Nice, baby. Love it.
No, it's because I've got dry skin on it and it's annoying me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Hey, Joyce B. Good to see you.
Chilster had to suffer 3 episodes of Jaren and found the last rap. I thought it was funny.
Wait, what?
Chilster said, I had to suffer 3 episodes of Jaren and found the last rap. I thought it was funny.
Ah, right. Oh, so that video is put up. What is it? What is it about again?
Scammers.
Oh, 3 minutes. Let's have a quick look at it, perhaps. We can. Oh, let me just put this one in Jim's on, perhaps. We'll watch this quickly, and then it's Chilster's video, and then we'll
Buzzer.
There's
I
no
like
sound to it.
the cat video, lol. But if you don't like cats, I don't know.
Very low in sound. Okay. But okay, sound. We'll have a look at that one after this Jim's observation.
Do you know what everyone missed earlier though? They missed Buzzer doing my accent.
Oh yes, that's right. It was doing Vicky's accent.
Brilliant.
It wasn't too bad actually, was it?
No, it was brilliant.
Quite funny. Alright, Sagaban, good to see you. Baza, good to see you. Did they say hello to John?
Roger.
Oh,
Why
Roger.
do you keep setting streams up for when PJ's got streams up?
Well, I didn't want to cross streams. That's why I ended it. So.
Okay.
We talked about it beforehand. So that's why he came over and said, hey.
That's why I came over and said I'm going live yet.
Mm-hmm.
I am being funny, right? My thumb is really itchy.
Good luck with that.
Right. So let's do Chilster's video. Then we'll get on with the topic.
Oh, Chilster's got a video?
Yeah, it's just something put out about.
Joster has over 200 subs.
Say again, Ben.
Wow, I know.
Joster's got over
Congratulations, Joster.
280 subs, I think it was.
Yeah, play, man.
Nice.
Awesome,
Well,
Joster.
right, let's have a look at it. So this is from right. So Joseph put it up in it, yeah, no description. So basically, he's obviously got to be contradicting himself or something from what he used to say. So scammers, he called it scammers. So there you go. Let's have a look at it. 3 minutes odd. Let's just watch it. It should be funny.
Hi, Heart Earth.
Harder.
Hey, yeah, good to see you. Good to see you.
It's just because I think it's.
Ooh, it's really low.
I didn't know you put out a video 2 hours ago called Scammers.
Ooh, well low.
A scammer on Jaren's show? Nah.
It's really low though.
It isn't.
I have no idea what to expect here.
There's nothing I can do about that.
No, you got it all the way up.
Yeah, I know. Weird. I don't turning my volume won't do anything either.
Is he aiming at Dave Weiss?
Oh, for goodness.
I didn't know what this video was.
Joster, sometimes they come out low volume.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that. Sometimes I get ones I download, they're fine. Sometimes they go really low.
Nice job.
I don't know. It could be something to do with it. That I don't know what software you're using to download it. Something, whatever they use to download it. I don't know, bro. Sometimes it's just like that. But at least the subs on it, so we can see what it says. Blowing hot air like the ass of a mule.
This rhyme is just pitiful, dude.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Being a flap doesn't make. Yes, it does.
Yep. We're
Is
cool.
this Jaren's rap?
I think it might be.
But so Jaren called Dave Wise a grifter.
Yeah. That's a grifter calling a grifter a grifter.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say pot kettle black.
Yep.
Yeah. Pots and black kettles.
I stick with Ben. He made zero money off any of this. He's not in it for the money.
That's it. That's it.
I don't want to be lumped in with these people, dude. Honestly.
It's bad. I can hear is that? I think that's chill still laughing, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Globe smacked. That's a good one.
I agree.
Oh no.
He agrees.
Oh, he agrees, right? So no, he's actually reacting to someone's.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Chillstar. Thanks,
good.
bro.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Right. So we just get straight onto the topic.
Sure.
Straight onto the topic.
Heart Earth has put his link in for photos. If anyone wants.
Yeah, the
Check
links
it
there.
out.
The links there. I'll just quickly go through some. Look, it's been.
I can tell you
Very
this
cool.
much though, PJ.
Sorry.
He's made the Hulk mad, and he's going to go after him.
Look at that. It's very cool. Look at that. We got a globe, a heart earth. Like it.
Yeah.
Can I flick from here? Oh, I can. I can flick from here.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, some designs and that. Oh, I. What? Another heart one.
Mhm.
Oh, I the heart one.
It's,
Yeah.
it's from the heart.
From the heart. I like it. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Got a heart there.
Mhm.
What's that underneath? I'm not quite sure.
It reminds me of a Rush song, PJ. You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Closer to the Heart.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name. Yeah, it's really cool, man. And let's do this way so I can
Well, you know this is an attack on Christianity, right? Boil it all down.
I've always liked this one for some reason. I've always liked what it looks like. I know it's like it's in a dip and that. I just like it. Just like how it looks. Not that it means anything. Not that it means anything to me. You know.
You know they made
we don't live in a map, do we? You know.
They made ashtrays out of those.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Nice. People, go and have a look. Link's there. Link is there. Thank you.
Oh, look at those clouds.
Oh, aren't they cool? Are they moving for you guys? Because for me, they're not moving.
Is that moving?
They're moving because they're moving. Let's change it because, like, every time I do that, they're not moving for me. I can see it on the YouTube side, they're moving.
Yeah, they are definitely moving for me.
Let's go. Let's go to the other. Let's do these ones.
Those look like they're moving too, don't they?
Oh, they're moving. They're definitely moving. Right. Okay. And where are we? Where we are? Let's go and get the topic up. And same applies, guys. Like I say, I got it from Flats. I haven't seen it. It looks as though it's interesting. Flats says it's good. If it's true, then it's archaeological proof. If it's not, then it's something we decipher. Holy Spirit helps us. And these things are not salvation issues anyway. They're just part and parcel of the truth or not the truth. Whatever way we are, we have the truth. So we try and look for the truth. And
Quick one, PJ and Vicky, did you have a chance to go to the email?
Email? What email?
The one we just handed before, remember the long one?
Oh, that one from ages ago. Yeah. No, dude. I've got so much on my mind. I've got my cousin's funeral coming up. I haven't done anything like that, to be honest, because my cousin's funeral's coming up. I've been to be honest, the only thing that I've done when it comes to like information is just doing what I'm doing on my own stream at the minute, because anything else, it was messing my head up, because my cousin, I didn't think it would affect me as much as it did, but it has. But no, I haven't been to it. I haven't been to that email for a little while, to be honest.
Okay, whenever you have chance, just kind reminder.
Yeah, not a problem. But I won't be going to it until at least after the second. I'll wait till that. Wait till that's off my mind. Like my.
It will take you probably half an hour to read.
Yeah. Not a problem. Right, let's do it.
Hit it.
Let's hit it.
Heart Earth and Chilster's links I've put in chat for their channels.
Absolutely, guys. Sub to them if you're not subbed. And just put one in as well. What's that for? Oh, it's for Joyce. Yeah, sub to them, guys. Please. Okay, let's go.
Sub to everybody. Not Globers, but each other.
Sub to everybody.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Yes, ma'am. I subbed the two of them today, actually.
Right. So this is Tomb of the Exodus Pharaoh. What was found and why don't you know about it? I couldn't see the rest of the title. Right. Let's go.
I had the excavation report of a tomb in the Valley of the Kings that was excavated over 120 years ago by the French archaeologist Victor.
Oh, sorry, before going, I got an idea from someone earlier on today, and it's a movie, but to review it, it's called Gaslight, an old 1944 movie called Gaslight, and apparently it's where they're saying gaslighting, to gaslight someone comes from. So we've got that to review it, and we can actually do it on YouTube as well, don't mind, because it's public domain movie now, so we don't have to just do that one on Rumble. But that won't be for another week or so.
Leray. I had to actually get it translated into English so that I could read it. And when I read it, I thought, why?
Oh, yes, I have done some stuff from this guy before. Oh, yeah. Okay. What's his name again? All right, Graham, I didn't know that. Obviously, I didn't take note of his name before.
this tomb known? Why isn't this famous? And so I got my son, we got on an airplane, we flew from Amman, Jordan, where I live, to Luxor, Egypt. We crossed the Nile River to the Valley of the Kings. So in 1898, Victor Loret was here excavating at the base of this cliff behind me here. And he saw the chisel marks were coming down and concentrated in the area that he was unburying. He realized he was at the entrance of a tomb, and then he found a funerary statuette in front of this tomb with the name.
I uploaded this video on my channel. It's a pretty good channel, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have plenty of great videos.
Yeah, I know.
I don't agree with everything, because in a matter of, the people we can't speak about, they are totally wrong. But other than that, archaeological stuff is great.
Yeah, I've done something that, and I didn't recognize his name, but once he started talking, I've done things on them before. I just probably through another channel and not directly to this channel, but through someone else's probably. But I have done stuff on them before. I think I've actually got a video on my channel somewhere about it. It might have been the art one. I can't remember. Anyway, let's carry on.
Amenhotep II on it. So by the time he had opened up the entrance to the tomb and he and a co-worker entered into that tomb, he already knew that this was the tomb of Amenhotep II. Now, regardless of what we might believe about the Exodus Pharaoh, we should hear the story of this discovery and understand what the Bible has to say about it.
And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It could be good. It could be a good documentary. It could be a good anything. It could be a good program put together. But if it doesn't align with what Scripture says, we got to dump it. But if it does, then it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll leave a link in the description where you can order a copy.
The link is actually in the description. Expedition Bible. So if you do want to sub, it's in the description, guys.
His name is Joel Kramer.
Kramer, yeah.
Of my book, Where God Came Down, the Archaeological Evidence, which is #1 in archaeology. I'll also leave a link where you can make a donation. These are greatly appreciated and used for the production of future videos. Loret wrote, "The state of the gallery showed that the tomb was not untouched. I expected this because of the broken antiquities found outside." When Loret got into the tomb, he could see that it had already been looted. This is typical.
So it'd been ransacked beforehand. So it's not as though it was just something that's just been discovered. Obviously, it's been. We find that a lot. Some people say, like, "Oh yeah, this person discovered that place." No, there was natives there before you bloody discovered it. Sometimes it's funny the way they go on.
Almost all of the tombs that found in the Valley of the Kings had been looted at some point in the past. This meant that all the valuable things would have been taken by the looters, and only what they would consider not to be valuable would be in the tomb. It's locked. And of course, when we got there, the one tomb that we had come to explore was closed. When I'd been to the Valley of the Kings before, it was closed. Why is what I consider to be the most important tomb in the Valley of the Kings, why is it closed? And so I'd lived in the Middle East long enough to know that if there's a lock, then somebody's got a key. And if you can find that somebody or find somebody that knows that somebody, then you can usually barter a deal.
If I can help you to visit this tomb, how much are you going to pay? Because I have to pay to the manager, to the securities, a lot of people to take money.
You tell me. So we negotiated, agreed to a price where they would let not only my son and I into the tomb, but we could use our camera in there as well. But we only had 30 minutes, so we were in a hurry.
So we're here at the now excavated tomb of Amenhotep II, but me and my production assistant David have recreated.
That's it. Imagine getting the opportunity to go there though, but when you get there, like, oh, you've got 30 minutes to do this, and it's like, you've got to try and get as much of your can recorded or whatever you got to do in that time. What a pressure, man. Especially if it's something serious, yeah, what you're trying to discover.
It for you in 3D, just to kind of give you a feel of what it might have looked like for Luray, the original excavator, as he was going through.
Hey, Derek, good to see you. Your choice first tonight. The Prestige is on, and then we got Bronson afterwards on the Rumble side. Glad you've turned up, Derek. Bless you, man.
Through this tomb for the first time, just by the light of a candle.
Oh man, it's hard to see.
After walking and at times crawling through the long tunnel, Luray and his foreman soon came to this deep shaft. Luray included this drawing in his report and wrote, "Always descending, we eventually found ourselves at the edge of a deep and wide shaft, which was not to be crossed." It's a wonder with the light of just a single candle that one of them didn't fall in. However, it did slow them down. They had to go back out, get a ladder, bring it back in, put it down into the bottom of this deep well, climb down to the bottom, move the ladder over to the other side, climb back up in order to continue down the tunnel of this tomb. They continue through the next part of the tunnel before entering into a room with 2 pillars in the middle. Luray wrote that against the back wall, I advanced with a candle, and a dreadful sight. A corpse is there.
So yeah, well, the corpse obviously it was mummified. So this is the one they're actually on about. Okay, so we're going to say about it.
Lying on the boat, all black, hideous. Its grimacing face turned towards me and looking at me.
Oh, so it was mummified. They unwrapped it. Wow, the looters beforehand probably unwrapped it. That's an actual picture, is it? An actual picture? I don't think it is. No, that's not an actual picture.
I mean, think about how spooky this would be. You're down deep in this tomb, exploring it for the first time. You have only what is being illuminated by a single candle, and what's staring back at you is the face of a mummy.
Okay, this is the 2-pillared room.
Anything to say about it?
It's dead. It ain't gonna hurt you.
I knew you were going to smell like that. I'm like, you haven't said anything in a minute, and I'm like, I'll ask if she's got anything to say. And the first thing is, it's deed. It isn't going to hurt you.
No, but it's not though. Like, I'd get like if a serial killer was in the room with a weapon, then I'd be scared. But literally a dead body, what's it gonna do to you? Nothing. It might smell funky. That's about it.
Well, it's 6,000 years old. It ain't going to smell that much, is it?
Well, it
No,
might.
you wouldn't.
Might like no air for a while. Need a bit of air in there.
I think all the toich is gone by that time. The stench, the toich, the emanation is gone within
Do you
6,000
know?
years.
You've been in a room with a body that old? No.
Well, after 6,000 years, I think it's gone, dude.
I'm sorry, I missed a little bit, guys. I had to do something right quick.
That's all right,
It
bro.
still
That's all right.
smell funky. You
You know this guy. We're only 5 minutes in. It's a 20-odd minute video.
So what did I miss?
He's actually just got to the point where he's got to they got half an hour to do what they got to do, film and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And they go into the entrance and they find this body thing anyway. So they've got to the point of finding the mummy, which is obviously meant to be the Pharaoh from Exodus. So,
Derek.
yeah.
Derek said, I looked at previous chat and I greeted you like half an hour ago, PJ. Lol.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I look forward to Prestige. YouTube makes you pay. Shrug.
That's true. That's true.
But Derek,
sorry, Derek. Sorry, Dick. I'm really bad when it comes to the chat. That's why I asked for Keith's sake.
Derek thought his thing out earlier.
Yes, he came in. It sounded well. It sounded good.
Cool.
So, it was against this wall that they found the mummy that was laying in the boat.
You know, this girl like you something says. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Luray wrote, at the end, a door opens into the darkness.
Nice candle.
Yes. It looks more like a stick of dynamite on a fuse.
It was made by Water Brothers.
It's like an Egyptian version of Doom. Instead of a shotgun, you got a candle. No, Doom 3D.
Yeah.
Or Wolfenstein or something like that along that lines.
I spent many hours wasted on Doom.
Oh yeah, a lot of people did, didn't they? A lot of people did. On the PC especially.
We advance, and
For
with
me, it was
astonishment,
Duke Nukem 3D and
Yeah.
Quake, second part, not the first one.
You don't like the third one? Come on, the third one had 9 inch.
No, I didn't like that one.
You had copies like Wolfenstein and things like that as well. You know,
I
very
prefer
similar.
the second. So third was kind of in between
Mhm.
1 and 2, the speed,
Aye.
because first one was very very fast, second was slower, and the third was like in the middle between all them. I just didn't like it. I don't know why.
Quick, before you go any further, you ever heard of Beyond Heretic and Hexen?
What games?
Yeah.
Hexen, Heretic, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
love
haven't
those,
actually.
dude. They're awesome. You go through you're a wizard, a mage, or a warrior.
Ah, okay.
And you build your skill levels up like that.
No, it depends on what part of my life, you know. Like there was plenty of games I would have played, plenty not, because lots of my life I was on drugs. Other parts of my life I wasn't. So the times I was on drugs, I wouldn't have been playing computer games. So yeah, sometimes I just haven't heard of them.
I've been there, PJ.
I know. I mean, it's a bit strange nowadays if someone hasn't had an addiction, you know.
I know.
we distinguish an immense room, entirely decorated, supported by 2 rows of 3 pillars on which are painted life-size groups representing a king in the presence of a deity. It is indeed him. It is indeed Amenhotep II.
Wow, this is the 6-pillared room.
At the back of the 6-pillared room, Lorraine descended the stairs leading down to the royal sarcophagus.
It's 6 pillared. I was just repeating what you said, 6 pillared.
I know, but they're not even like coming up with unique names for the rooms. They're just going, this has got 6 pillars in it.
No,
Let's call it a 6-pillar
maybe I
room.
haven't got names for the rooms, kid.
Well, he obviously has, because he called it a 6-pillar room.
Yeah, because it's got 6 pillars in it.
And how does he know who the dead man was? Did he ask his name?
Babe,
Did he say, what's your name? Sorry, you're dead.
Babe, we don't know yet. Let him bloody say what he's going to say. He hasn't said
asking.
it yet.
Vicky's being an ultimate skeptic, dude. She really
Yeah.
is.
But hell, babe, this is trying to prove the Bible. You tried to vote the Bible.
No, I'm asking how he knew the dead man in the boat's name.
Well, I'm sure he's going to tell us.
Well, he wants to hurry up.
I'm sure he's not going to tell you his name. Oh, he might. He might.
He already did.
What, Pharaoh?
Tell us the dead man in the boat's name. He did. I don't know what it was because I weren't paying that much attention.
It had been removed by the looters. Lorraine wrote, "Is the open sarcophagus empty? I dare not hope otherwise, for pharaohs have never been found in the necropolis of the Valley of the Kings. All royal mummies have been removed in antiquity and placed in a safe location. I reached the sepulchre with difficulty. I read everywhere outside the name and title of Amenhotep II. I lean over the edge, advancing a candle. Victory! A dark coffin is there at the bottom."
Yeah.
This is the staircase that came down. This is the sarcophagus.
That's actually the sarcophagus there. Okay. Interesting. Cool.
What was his name again? Come on.
I think they called him Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, there you go.
No, his name's Krusty, not.
Oh, Krusty Rhodes. Right. Got you.
Amenhotep II. So Lorraine is explaining that when he comes in here, there's broken antiquity all over the floor. And so he creeps over here. He sees that the lid is off the sarcophagus. He looks over the edge and down in.
Wait, what do you mean your thumb's itchy?
My thumb is itchy.
Just your thumb?
Yes.
Where? Back thumb? Where your thumbprint is? The back of your thumb? What?
Where my thumbprint is. Lower down.
Weird.
I know, it's getting annoying. I think that's why he's narky. Because my thumb is itchy.
I think that's why it is narky.
So
Blaming on the curse of the mummy. It's working on her right now.
Ah, curse of the mummy, baby.
No, right, but listen, why is that man whispering? He ain't going to wake him. They're dead.
Shut up.
And to his great surprise and delight, there is a coffin at the bottom of the sarcophagus.
So at this point, Larray doesn't try to open the coffin. He comes back up the stairs into the main chamber.
So there's actually a coffin in the sarcophagus as well.
Well, obviously, that's what they're for.
I thought the sarcophagus was, I just thought that was what they were laid in. I didn't know.
Check my channel
on first.
Yeah.
I just checked my channel on YouTube and I have 48 people following me.
Oh,
I have no videos.
Nice.
They're following nothing, Janos. That's what they're doing.
Dumbfounded, you know.
I'm going to go and put some cream on my phone.
Okay, baby. Thank you. Funerary statutes, all of them the same. Amenhotep, what the hell? One of them, however, bears the name of the royal prince, Webensenu. Okay.
Room, Larray found funerary statuettes and wrote, "All are in the name Amenhotep II. One of them, however, bears the name of the royal prince, Webensenu."
Amen.
He finds all these
funerary. Amen at the start, as in like agreed and or let it be. You know.
I thought you said almond.
Yeah, it did. Amenhotep, it did. Amen. Yeah, we don't want Arwen.
Statuettes. What the ancient Egyptians believed is that these would do menial tasks, magically serve the deceased in the afterlife. Well, one of these funerary statuettes was inscribed with a different name, the name that would become known as Webensenu. Based on this find alone, Larray reasoned that this must be the son of Amenhotep II, the royal prince. Larray wrote, "We moved to the chambers on the right. In the first one, upon entering, an incredible sight strikes us. 3 corpses lie side by side at the..."
Yeah, sorry guys, I can't put too much input into this one. I mean, yeah, I'm just learning about this myself. So, sorry, there's not too much input on my part.
Apology accepted, PJ.
Back. The second corpse in the middle is that of a child about 15 years old. He is naked with his hands placed on the abdomen.
I mean, that's real. That's a real picture, I think. Yeah, I'd say that's real. Hard to tell nowadays with some of the pictures in AI, isn't it? But I would say that's real enough.
They were good at embalming, though, weren't they?
Very good. Very good. I mean, come on, you can see some of the features there. You know, lips are quite wide. You can see the nostrils, the art shape of the eyes. Down to the, I mean, even the skin is still on top of the ribs, you know?
I haven't eaten yet, and I ain't gonna now.
Sit up, baby. Oh. It's only a little dusty. You know?
Rusty.
A little pepper, a little bit of grey pepper.
Thank you, Joyce. I pinned that link. I've got that link and stinging nettle capsules. I'll have a look.
I was just about to tell you that Joyce put some up there for you. Wow, Joyce, that's some information there. Blooming heck. It's a big old day at the sky. Oh no, that's the wrong one I just clicked. Oh no, it's not.
No, put a link in for me.
The Scandal of the Scrolls I was looking at. Sorry, I thought you put a link in to do with like for your itchiness.
No, I've got psoriasis. I've got psoriatic arthritis, but for some reason my thumb is itching.
Your thumb.
Thumb.
Your thumb.
Not my thumb. My thumb. Your
thumb.
No, just my thumb.
That's how it's spelled.
Wonder if he's got thumbs.
Not anymore.
The mummy in the middle was that of a young boy between the age of 15 and 11. The head has been shaved except for one spot on the right temple, from which a magnificent...
And the hair is still there, which we know obviously when bodies are dead, nails do continue to grow for a bit, and the hairs continue to grow for a bit.
They don't.
They do,
They
babe.
don't. It's a myth.
Oh, I don't believe it.
How do you
I
know,
think
Vicky?
so.
Because look, right,
You say
I
it's
look
about that. How
into
do you know?
dead
You're only
trees.
going by the information on there, babe.
I look
I
into
don't
dead
think it's a myth.
trees because
It's
it's
not a myth.
weird. They
It's not a
can't grow because your body isn't doing anything to produce them.
You've got to remember that your skin on your nails is dead skin anyway. While
I
you're alive.
know, but it doesn't grow. Look it up.
Babe,
It's a
whatever,
myth.
whether it's a myth or not, you know what I mean? There's still hair, yeah, okay?
It is a myth.
Well, there's hair, yeah.
I believe you, Vicky.
Well, it ain't grown while he's died.
Well, I'm just telling you there's hair, yeah.
Lock of black hair emerges. This was the hairstyle of royal princes, and I immediately think of the royal prince Weben Senu. What was unique about this mummy was the hairstyle. This boy had a shaved head, and then coming out the
Shaved
side
head.
was this ponytail.
Did the same as you, babe. Shaved his head when he went nuts. Babe.
That was a long time ago, poor Joe.
So you pulled a Britney Spears?
I did do a Britney, literally. Shaved all my hair off. And do you know what? I never regretted it. I wouldn't do it again, but I didn't regret it.
I'm trying to picture you without hair. I can't.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I had to buy a wig.
I got a new experiment right quick. We're not an experiment, but it'd be an observation. Put your kids in the swing set at the playground and push them and see if you can calculate a Coriolis effect.
I think my kids might have an issue with me putting them in a swing at the park because they're adults.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to the families out there. Would not the spin of the earth have a play when your kids are on the swing? They would actually have to go.
Well, wouldn't you think so? Wouldn't you think so? Instead of being pushed linearly, you know what I mean? If there was Coriolis, shouldn't there be that side twist to it at the same time?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right enough.
Well,
Right
I
enough.
guess the force is so small it doesn't affect that.
It should almost like act like torque, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I
Maybe
mean?
that's why the hair all went to one side of his head.
Yeah,
Because of the
it's a
wind
myth.
and
As in, like it's like because the skin dehydrates and that it looks like the nails grow longer and the hair goes longer just because the skin shrunk. It's
always
just
funny
that.
for me, you know, when the Globers speak about the Coriolis and the air on Earth. So whenever it suits them, air is moving together with Earth. And if it doesn't suit them, it doesn't move. The same with
That's
Coriolis,
right.
you know, it affects or
Right.
does not affect. It's like
Yes, you're right. They'll throw themselves under the bus. They'll throw themselves under the bus just to be right. Just to be right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They want cake and they want to bake it and then they want to eat it and then they want to.
Yeah, I wanna eat it and still have it.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's impossibility. It's
Madness.
squared circle, you know.
Exactly.
Which is known as a Horus or a prince's lock. This was the hairstyle symbolically that was worn by the children of the king. In fact, we have in these reliefs the pharaohs that ruled.
Now you see, like I know, like the Mandela effect thing. You've got the cobra and the bird on the Pharaoh's thing, but I only ever remember the one, like you can see in this dude here. I mean, I know it's not the same one, but you know, it's strange for me when I see the cobra and the bird. To me, it was always just the one, the cobra.
Yeah, I have uploaded today on my channel Zeitgeist.
Oh, Zeitgeist, okay.
Totally dismantled, you know, by the Christians. They claims, you know, what they say about the Christianity and the Christ. So it's totally all BS.
It is. Yeah,
But it's a pretty good video.
Well, the references with the Zeitgeist is that the zodiac represents Christ and the stars. And,
Chilling, put a link in.
Yeah, New Age, Christ consciousness, and so on. So yeah, no, just no.
Yeah, that's it.
That kind of obliterates Christianity itself, doesn't it? It's just null and void if you accept that as a reality. But there's definitely evidence that Christ was here and he was definitely crucified.
No respectful scholar who really looks into the history denies that Christ existed. No one. There is none.
You can tell, like, the Bible is true because, like, even the UK now, they're trying to get rid of Christianity. Like, everyone's trying to get rid of Christianity and put another religion in.
Yep.
Or try to amalgamate
yeah.
the whole lot, you know? Coexist.
Stick it in a blender.
Aye. And so on.
Egypt, some of them depicted as children, where they're wearing this prince's lock.
Children, I'll have a look at that later. That's quite interesting looking. 18 minutes. It looks like a documentary, so I couldn't show it on the YouTube side anyway. I don't know. But it's a bit long to watch now. But yeah, I'll have a look at that later, bro.
This is the room where the boy was found, the boy mummy. Oh, that's where his mummy is. Okay, this is the mummy of the boy. That's
Vicky is right. He is whispering. I think it's maybe an automatic thing, like a sign of respect.
Mummy.
What?
It's the boy's mummy, not his mum.
I know. But no, Vicky's right. Yeah, there's whispering going on. But I think it's just an automatic thing because you're in a place of like where people are rested or whatever, and it's just a sign of respect or something. It's automatic, I think. I don't know.
When I go to the cemetery, I don't whisper. I don't shout, but I don't whisper.
You're in a building that's echoey. You know, when that happens, and then there's no, it does. People do calm their voices down a bit when there's echo going about. It's different in the cemetery, babe. There's nobody around.
I know, but you can still talk. You don't have to whisper.
Well, he is talking. You've got to remember, he's talking into a camera and a microphone. He maybe doesn't want the echo. You know what I mean?
No, but you're not going to wake no dead by talking.
Yeah, we know that, baby.
still in this coffin in the room where it was discovered. I'm just in shock here because I was not expecting the mummy to be
whisper is unnecessary. I
still
know.
in the room here, but inside this coffin is the mummy with a prince's lock that is the most probable mummy to be Webensenu.
Lure continues.
Nice
the
one,
royal
Julian.
prince Webensenu, this until now unknown son of Amenhotep II, of whom I had noticed a funerary statuette in the great room, and one of whom I was later to
Babe.
Yeah, I was just replying.
Oh, was you? Okay, well, you can read that.
No, it's fine. Plain and simple truth, said Vicky. I'm sorry to hear about you. You got rid of it.
I know you just said no, it's fine. Okay, it's fine.
Your psoriatic arthritis. I was diagnosed with the same. I was put on several meds that didn't really work. Stopped all meds, get pain in fingers and toes. Take care. Do you know though, like it took me years to get a diagnosis, didn't it, babe?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Four Jacks is in the Rumble. I didn't notice that till now. Four Jacks
Hi,
is
Four
on
Jacks.
the Rumble side.
It took me years to get a diagnosis. And
Yeah.
for years, like my legs were just swollen, my knees all the time.
Aye, that's right.
But no, nothing helps. I don't care what they say. They can say it does, but it doesn't.
That's the Rumble side there for everybody. Well, for anybody anyway, if they want, just in case. But we'll be going over at Rumble in about 20 minutes or so.
I'm is it circo-negative or something? So
No
my
idea.
RH doesn't show in my blood.
Okay, no idea. Well, I mean,
My mom's RH negative, actually.
oh, you mean race isn't right? Okay, race isn't right. Got you.
No,
That's right.
it's the rheumatoid factor things.
Mm-hmm.
But mine don't show in my blood. Where, say, like with rheumatoid arthritis, most people, it shows in their blood, but mine doesn't. Mine comes back negative for them.
Right, got you.
Do you know, plain and simple truth said I actually diagnosed myself and told them, same here.
That's what Vicky did.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. Vicky did that herself because they weren't getting the answers. And I said, baby, you need to stop self-diagnosing. You're scaring yourself. Which she was. Hold on. I'm done. Which she was with certain things. I think she was over-diagnosing herself. But she did get down to it in the end. And she was right. But the first few things she tried to diagnose herself, she was just scaring herself. But in the end, she diagnosed herself rightly. More than
I
the
actually said
doctor.
rheumatoid arthritis, not psoriatic. But
Yeah.
no, like my eyeball swelled up.
Yeah.
Then I had my lymph nodes have got fluid on them, and then my knees swelled up and my hands swell up, and I said I was meant to get thingies in my knees. And I said to the doctor, could these things be
cortisone?
related? And he said,
Cortisone.
yeah. And the doctor said, I think you might be on something, and referred me. But yeah, years of agony.
Yeah.
And nobody did nothing.
Well, plain and simple truth says I was able to help my symptoms quite a bit with natural methods and diet. So there you go. That's a good idea. I mean, I need to go on a diet anyway. I'm too fat now. I've put on so much weight the past few years. I need to get rid of it. I'm usually quite lean built, quite muscular, lean built, and now I'm just like there's a lot of muscle there with a big layer of fat on top. You know what I mean?
Well, PJ, you don't have the problem.
Canopic fragments.
Sorry, bro.
I made it up to 150 pounds, man.
You made it up to 150 pounds. I wish I could get down. I wish I could get down to like 200.
I'm aiming for 160.
I could literally lose Roger's weight and still be big.
But you're tall as well, baby. You got to remember that you're tall.
But still.
Well, for my height, 160 is the right weight.
Yeah. You probably are. I mean, even when I'm down at my leanest, the doctor's charts say I'm obese. When I'm down to my normal, when I'm down to my fighting weight, where I'm perfect and feel good and fit, the doctor's charts say I'm overweight, obese, not morbidly obese.
220 pounds. It's 100 kilograms, 1 meter, 1.8 meter, 1.85 exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm a big guy.
Yeah, that's it. And the doctor's charts will tell you that you're overweight, probably. Same as what they did with me when I'm at my normal weight, you know?
Look, if you have fat, then you're overweight. But if you have muscles always weigh more than fat.
More than fat.
So it all depends how you look like.
It does, yeah. It does.
And like these guys
This
are
is
looking
the passage.
Yeah.
I found the canopic jar fragments and
I
lids.
think they've got a little muscle atrophy.
Yeah. Get him a wheelchair.
Just a little atrophy.
So afterwards, what Leray also found in the tomb was these fragments of what are called canopic jars. And one of them was inscribed with the name Weben Senu, and also had the saying, King's son of his body. Now, what is a canopic jar? In the mummification process, they removed the organs from the body and they treated them separately. And eventually they were placed in what is called a canopic jar. And then oftentimes the jar was inscribed with the name of the deceased whom these organs belonged to. And so this
is how they got the name, babe. Maybe on the canopic jar.
Slam dunk evidence that Weben Senu was buried in this tomb, because here we have his organs in this jar inscribed with his name. So the interpretation of Leray was very logical and obvious. He identified the mummy of the young boy as the royal.
Babe, did you send the link to Ryan for coming in later, yeah?
Yeah, I always do.
Okay.
Plain and Simple Truth said, check out DMSO, so I'm looking it up now. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Ryan's on his way to Monterey right now.
Oh, is he? What's he doing?
I think they're going on vacation. He would have been on with me, but he was busy. So.
Oh, right. Okay. So he's not going to be about for a while?
A couple of days, I think.
Oh, I didn't know. Fair play.
Let you know.
Prince, the son of Amenhotep II. And
guess you hear this later, Ryan. Hope you enjoy yourself. Have a nice time, bro. Bless you, man. Cookie Monster.
Yeah, he deserves a break.
No, he does, man. He does. He's a good boy. Man.
That this was his mummy. Now, it's not just Lorraine's interpretation.
That's nice, and like he's a good little boy. Like us Scottish, we say boy as in like mate sometimes. Yeah, he's a good boy, him. You know what I mean? Didn't mean, or he's a good CUNT, but I don't say it that way.
Yeah.
Or you can do it the same. Or you can do it the same as Tune the Fat. Wank, 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 wank. Good guy, wank. Good guy, wank, wank.
I called him son a couple times. He got mad about that.
Oh yeah. Well, when we say boy, it depends on the tone of voice. Yeah. If we say like sometimes like where I'm from, loon means boy. But if I say, "Oh, see you, loony," that's me saying it in a bad way. You know what I mean? It means someone's done something to their family. See you, loony. But if I say, "Aye, the loon's fine," that means he's a good boy. He's all right. You know?
Do you know what Ryan calls me?
What? Sister?
Sis.
Auntie.
Sis.
Sister, auntie.
Hi, Banner. Remember
Hey,
once
Banner.
he said I was like his auntie, and I'm like, I'm younger than you.
Good to see you, David. Good to see you, Dave. I will be playing out with your song again. I'll be playing out with your song. I played in with it earlier, the new one. I haven't cut out the start yet. I haven't done anything to it. I've just downloaded it, so I have to forward it 30 seconds to get it started. But nice little rap again, David Barner. Brilliant,
Thank
brilliant.
you, Joyce.
Put his link in, Dave, can you please, for that song? And Barner's it was live. It went live today. It's a 3-minute one that went live, not video, live. Thanks, babe.
But we have the standard work of the royal families in a book called The Complete Royal Families of Ancient Egypt.
Nice one, bro. I'll just do the same as what I did to the last one, just along the same lines. Just trim it down and put your name on it. Just funk it, just visually funk it up a bit. That's all. I'm not going to do anything major. It's just to get it trimmed up and that's all.
The entry in this book for Weben Senu reads, son of Amenhotep II, died as a child and buried with his father in tomb KV 35, where his probable body still lies, named on the block statue of Minmos from Karnak. This
So it
inscription
is actually named, babe. It's actually named. So that's probably how they found out.
from Karnak specifically mentions Weben Senu as the son of Amenhotep II. So afterwards, he goes to the chamber on the left. He looks in there. He sees 9 coffins that are stacked next to each other in this chamber.
Yeah.
And he doesn't try to open them at this point. He looks around some more. He makes his way out of the tomb. And this is the end of his initial exploration of the tomb of Amenhotep II. Later, he comes back into the tomb for the purpose of...
Hotep.
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 It's Amenhotep. Yeah, it's like Amen, A-M-E-N, like we say Amen, Amenhotep. Yeah, it's a strange name, isn't it?
Yeah. What does it mean? Hotep.
No idea. No idea. Maybe they're going to tell us, or maybe we're going to have to suss it out ourselves.
Well, if you're completely ghetto, you think Hotep.
Yes. Aye, absolutely. Oh, so I get it.
Removing the mummies from their coffins. And of course, the most important one is the coffin that he found at the bottom of the royal sarcophagus. When he opens this coffin, the inside is a mummy that's wrapped in a shroud, and on the shroud is written the name Amenhotep II. So there is absolutely...
So if it's Amenhotep II, then it was royalty then. It was royalty. Okay.
It means mainly Amun is pleased or Amun is satisfied.
Right.
That's what it means.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely no doubt that the mummy that he found in the royal sarcophagus was...
That link Joyce put in for cream off Amazon, do you know you can't get it in the UK?
Just sometimes we can't get the products in the UK that you guys get in the US.
I'm going to see
in the
I'm
book.
gonna look somewhere else.
Yeah, just get the name of it, babe. I'm sure you'll find it elsewhere.
Aye.
Or at least the ingredients.
Mummy
You'll find something like it elsewhere. I don't know.
Aye.
Of Amenhotep II. So this mummy was taken then and further studied by G. Elliott Smith, and his work was published in the Catalog of the Royal Mummies. And what he found particularly unique about this mummy was that, as he described it, the whole body was covered with what he called tubercles, these boil-like sores. And he didn't know if it was a disease that...
right. Now I'm getting it. It's a possibility that if he's got that, then he could have been inflicted by the plagues that God unleashed at the time. I can see where they're coming from now. Okay, it's a possibility
that caused this, or if it was something else. But he said, he wrote down, they are certainly unusual. And so unique, actually, that of all the mummies that were found in the Valley of the Kings, the only one that was covered with these boil-like sores was the mummy of Amenhotep II.
Let's look at this one.
That's a strange one. Ow.
this is the room back here where the kings were found in their coffins. And so, I mean, it's amazing that we've been able to get in here.
When he started opening up these other coffins in this other chamber, he saw that they also were pharaohs. So in antiquity,
leprosy, it could be, yeah. Well, it was the time of Moses when it was the time of the Exodus, and God unleashed the plagues. Then He unleashed 10 different plagues upon Egypt. So, and one of them was boils. So, yeah, leprosy can be classed as leprosy.
Yeah, here it goes to the window statement that the pyramids were Pharaoh's tombs. They were always buried in the Valley of Kings. Never freaking ever in the pyramid. Yeah, so it's all BS.
Yeah.
Tombs in the Valley of the Kings were being looted. And to protect the pharaohs that were buried in their tombs, they were taken from their tombs and put in these caches for their protection. And so this is what Leray found in the tomb of Amenhotep II, is a cache of these other pharaohs in these 9 coffins that had been taken from their original burial tombs into this cache for safekeeping. So interestingly, one of the mummies that was in these coffins was Thutmose IV, and he is the one who is the successor of his father.
I mean, let's go back a little second. That is well preserved, isn't it?
Yummy mummy.
Yummy mummy.
Wow,
well preserved, though. Well preserved. I mean, it's even got ears. Come on. Yeah, Aaron. Wow.
My mink's got ears.
I know.
Amenhotep II to the
well
throne,
preserved, your mink,
the
baby.
younger brother of Webensenu. Okay, so that's what Leray found in his discovery and excavation of the tomb of Amenhotep II. Now what we need to do
Joyce, Vicky found the cream, so all good, all good.
Is bring the Bible.
Where'd you find it, babe?
Amazon, but when I went on the link, it says you can't get it in this country. And then I went to like other buying options, nothing. It come up with nothing. So then I screenshot the bottle and put it into Google image search, and it came up.
There you go.
So I found it. Thank you.
Yeah, well, Roger as well. Once I funk it up a bit, he's sorry. David Banner's newest one. I'll pass you the link for it as well once I funk up, and you can use that if you want. No, trim the starting that off with 30 seconds where he's just clicking it into playing that. I'll pass you that if you want.
Into it.
Once I've done it.
And look at the details of what it tells us about the Exodus Pharaoh. Exodus 12 says,
I like reading these sometimes and stuff. Right. Exodus 12 says, at midnight, the Lord struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, who sat on the throne, to the firstborn of the prisoner, who was in the dungeon, and the firstborn of all the livestock as well. Pharaoh and all his officials and all the Egyptians got up during the night, and there was loud wailing in Egypt, for there was not a house without someone dead. That was the Passover. That's where you needed to paint your doorways with lamb's blood, sacrifice lamb's blood.
The Lord struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, including the firstborn of Pharaoh, who sat on the throne. So we know from the biblical account that the Exodus Pharaoh, his firstborn, died before he did.
Right.
And then we know from what was found in the tomb of Amenhotep II that he had a son, Webensenu, who died before he did, because he was buried in his tomb. Once a king dies, then...
It's funny you should say that, Barnard. I said that to people today because you told me it was rhymes that you'd made up years ago and you adapted it to the situation. I did tell people it was from a while ago, but I didn't know it was from that long ago. I didn't know it was from like 15 years ago. Yes, bro.
And he's buried in his tomb with his belongings and his treasures, and that tomb is sealed off. Nobody is buried afterwards. And so we know for certain...
I'll read out, babe.
My mum's doing well. She hits 90 on the 23rd of September, 2025. Yahweh willing. And that's why I've not been in streams. Love you all, brethren. Love you
Bless
too,
you, bro. Love you, man. And God bless you and your family. Bless you, man.
That Weben Senu died before his father
bars.
because he's buried in his tomb.
Hey, dude, there's nothing wrong with
This
them
is
bars.
an incredible match.
And
Nice
most
bars.
probably, this is the oldest son of Amenhotep II, and therefore the one who would have died in the plague of the firstborn.
Exodus 9:10 says, "So
go.
they took soot from a furnace and stood before Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Moses tossed it into the air, and festering boils broke out on people and animals."
There you go. There's the leprosy. There's the boils. That's part of the 10 plagues. So, I mean, yeah, possibility.
When Smith examined the body of Amenhotep II, these, as he called them, tubercles were all over his skin. And in fact, you can see this when you go to the Egyptian Museum and see the mummy of Amenhotep II to this day. You'll see these boil-like sores on his skin. I don't want to make too much of this. We don't know anything for sure, but I also don't want to make too little of it either. Isn't it interesting that if Amenhotep II is the Exodus Pharaoh and is the one that Moses stood before and threw the soot up into the air and then the boils broke out?
Oh, okay, Roger. No problem, man. No problem.
That he's the one that lived through that plague, and Amenhotep II is, of all the kings that have been found, their mummies have been found, his is the one that has boils like sores all over his body.
It is very, if it's nothing, it is very coincidental. I mean, it is evidence to support. I mean, whether it's absolute definitive proof, I don't know. But I mean, it's certainly good evidence to support, you know, without a doubt.
So when I did a video in the past on the Pharaoh of the Exodus, one of the major complaints was that we shouldn't have a mummy of the Pharaoh of the Exodus because he drowned in the sea crossing,
Yes,
and
Sandra.
therefore his body would have been lost. There's two reasons in the Bible itself that we should expect to have the mummy of the Pharaoh of the Exodus. The first one, which is the most important, is that the biblical account does not say that the Pharaoh of the Exodus drowned in the sea crossing. Exodus 14:23 says that the Egyptians pursued and went in after them into the midst of the sea. This included all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. But it doesn't say Pharaoh himself.
Really doesn't say Pharaoh himself. I suppose if you say Pharaoh, it can be implied because Pharaoh's horses are there. But really, yeah, why wouldn't it say Pharaoh and all his horses with his chariots and his horsemen? It says all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots and his horsemen. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Went into the sea. Exodus 14:28 says, "The waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen of all the hosts of Pharaoh," and it specifically says that followed them into the sea, not one remained. And this is typical of how it works with kings. Kings send their armies into the battle. Maybe their armies are defeated, but they themselves are not in the midst fighting the battle themselves. Their lives are too valuable for that. Similarly, Psalm 136:15 doesn't say,
Let me read this one like that. And made Israel pass through the midst of it, for his steadfast love endures forever. But overthrew Pharaoh and his host in the Red Sea, for his steadfast love endures forever. To him who led his people through the wilderness, for his steadfast love endures forever. They make a lot of songs about this Psalms. But so it says that, but overthrew Pharaoh and his host in the Red Sea. So it does say it there. It doesn't say it in the other one, but it does say it there. So yeah, Lord knows. It's interesting.
Say the miracle killed, but rather overthrew Pharaoh. It doesn't say that Pharaoh drowned in the sea crossing. In fact, it implies that really he did not. Even if Pharaoh did die in the sea crossing, We still would expect to have his mummy, because it says in Exodus 14:30 that Israel saw the Egyptians lying dead on the seashore. They saw the bodies of those who had drowned. And from the Egyptian perspective then, the most important body to recover would have been the body of the Pharaoh. So either way you look at it, you would expect to have a mummy of the Pharaoh of the Exodus. We have to talk at least briefly about the biblical date of the Exodus. I'm just going to do this real quick and then move on. 1 Kings 6:1 says that from the Exodus to the time when Solomon built the temple in Jerusalem, there were 480 years. We know when Solomon built the temple, 966 BC. How do we know that? Well, I did a whole video on that, using that as an example, and you can watch that after you get done watching this one. But we know that that was 966 BC. You just do the simple math with the 480 years, and we have a solid date for the Exodus from the Bible, which is 1446 BC. Now, Egyptian chronology is not as well understood, and it is not agreed upon even by secular Egyptologists. Some follow what is called the high.
Not agreed upon. Reminds me of consensus if it was agreed upon. I'd probably be a bit more wary about it if it was agreed upon.
Chronology. Some follow the low chronology. The dates of the reign of Amenhotep II and the biblical date fit very, very well with the high chronology. But regardless, there's an understanding that...
Can everyone keep Sig and his mum in their prayers, please?
Absolutely, babe. Absolutely. That.
The dates when these kings reigned are known within about 50 years. You could add 50 years or minus 50 years to them. The point that I want to make before moving on...
No, Dave, no, it was on FTFEs. I covered it live last night, and I just wanted it to be a watch party, but I ended up having to say a few things. Yeah, it was live on Craig's, so I just put a watch party here so people could chill in the chat here, and we watched it. So no, it wasn't, but they just took the piss. It was just, Nico should just not have anything to do with them. It was a terrible, terrible debate. It went down the wrong way. It ended up not being anything about flat Earth. There was no points made about, they didn't prove the globe. They didn't give any points about the globe. And flat Earth wasn't proved either. It turned out to be a terrible debate. It was not good whatsoever. They were trying to take the mick out of him, and he took it to a certain degree. He didn't even really want to debate. He was saying, it just, people kept saying, "Oh, debate." I said, "Look, if you're going to debate," I said to King Nico when he came in, I said, "Look, if you're going to debate someone. It's debate an actual real glober who cares about what they're doing. You know what I mean? Not these FTFEs and McToons and that, because they're just there to try and make a fool of you, man. You know? Yeah. So I hope he didn't take offense by what I said to him today. He said thanks for the critique, but hopefully he didn't take offense.
Is simply this, that if we take the biblical date for the Exodus, and whether we follow the high chronology or the low chronology.
Well, hopefully, Dave. I don't think I said what he does on his channel is good enough. He doesn't need to debate. He doesn't need to. What his channel's about is good enough. You know, he doesn't need to debate. Leave that to the Flatses and Sobs, and you know.
Whether we add 50 years or take 50 years from it, we're still looking for the Exodus Pharaoh in the 18th dynasty of Egypt.
I'm going to lose my shite.
Why?
You know, all the shite that's been with the gardener.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he said, I can't do it this week. The rest of the week I'm busy. And I said, fine, leave it. I'll sort it when I get back. Guess what? Now he might be coming tomorrow.
Oh, for goodness sake. Sandra.
Hi. How's everybody?
Hello.
Yeah, how's you doing, man? You good?
Yeah.
Hey, sir.
Nico did a live. I was up in the chat.
Okay. Yeah.
I think his signal's gone.
Oh. Can't hear you, Sandra.
Anyway, if the gardener don't come tomorrow, he's getting the sack because I'm done.
Oh, can't hear you for some reason, Sandro. If you try to talk, your sound's completely gone. Okay.
Egypt. The 17th dynasty is way too early. The 19th dynasty is over 200 years too late. So the Exodus Pharaoh is somewhere in the 18th dynasty. We have here in these discoveries what Leray calls in his report the strange chronological series of these discoveries, because they follow the lineage of the royal family of the 18th dynasty. Before he found the tomb of Amenhotep II, previously in that same excavation season.
Can you talk yet, Sandra? No? No.
Hello?
Is that you, Sandra, talking now?
No, that was me. How do you not
Okay,
know?
I'm asking Sandra to talk and you're going hello. I'm going to think it's Sandro, you weirdo. No, can't hear you,
You
Sandra.
know what it sounded like?
Yeah, but it doesn't. I'm good. If I just hear the noise, I'm going to think it's him. Try dropping out and coming back in, Sandra. See if that works.
He had discovered and excavated the tomb of Thutmose III, the father of Amenhotep II. What is unique about Thutmose III was the length of his reign. He reigned for 54 years. Exodus chapter 2 says that Pharaoh tried to kill Moses, but Moses fled from Pharaoh to Midian. During that long period, the king of Egypt died, finally allowing Moses to return to Egypt. This long period, when Moses was in Midian,
Hello. Sandra? No. Not happening. What's going on?
Sandro.
Right, let's try taking off your try talking now. No. Try taking it completely out. Try talking now. No. Don't know what's going on there, Sandra. Cannot hear you whatsoever. Weird. Anyway.
We are told in Acts 7:30, ended after 40 years. And then he comes back, and at this point, then the next.
Yes. David Vanna, absolutely. He needs Flats to teach him some pointers. He's just not well versed enough. That's what I said. That's what I said last night. But a lot of people in the chat, understandably, because of how he was and how he was, it was just a shit show for everyone, not just Flat Earth, just for Globe as well. Nobody proved any points whatsoever. You know what I mean? But a lot of people in the chat was kind of like, oh, well, is he actually a shell? Or I'm like, well, I don't think he is. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I just think he's green when it comes to debating, you know. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt to start off with, without a doubt. I don't think he is. I just think he's very green. Yeah, I agree. He needs a few pointers, but he needs to stay away from the McToons and the FTFEs. I mean, even Flats and Sog do. They're not really interested in him, but sometimes Flats will debate him now and again. But if anybody's going to debate them assholes, then leave it to the likes of Flats, to the likes of Sog. They can handle it. They can handle it, you know?
I don't think anyone should debate them. I think they're
No, not
dickheads.
me, but if they're going to, leave it to the likes of Flats and that, you know?
Craig's a bully.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, so Sandra, Lord knows what's going on with the sound, but
Next Pharaoh is reigning, and this is the Pharaoh of the Exodus. So in order for this to work, then we need the predecessor of the Exodus Pharaoh to have a very long reign of over 40 years. And the only Pharaoh in the 18th dynasty that reigned for more than 40 years is Thutmose III.
Absolutely chilling. Everyone needs to boycott them, full stop. Without a doubt. Absolutely, PJ. We all need to stay away from them ass hats. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Without a doubt.
Vanna, last night, though, FTFE was reading out like Roger's super chats. And bear in mind, these people are paying that dickhead money.
Right.
And he was just vulgar about Roger. And it's like, what? Like, he is the ugliest person I've ever seen inside and out. But where does he get like his cockiness from?
I know. And he contradicted himself. I mean, he was saying Roger's super chat finally, one of his super chats finally got read out. and it was like, oh, where's this? You said you were going to do I can't remember what it was Roger said, but where's this? You said you were going to do for me. After you, oh, I don't even know who you are, Roger. I don't know much about you. Rather than worrying about that, shouldn't you be worrying about getting the money for your Antarctica expedition? You've only got a certain amount of dollars, and you need this amount. Hold on a minute. Two sentences ago, you just said you didn't know who the hell he was, but now you're saying you know I don't know nothing about you, but I know loads about you. Idiot, you know. And then he called him a moron. And then the second super chat, he ended up calling him a moron at the end as well.
Can you imagine living next door to him with his big gob swear he wouldn't be able to
Babe, you swear what?
He wouldn't be able to talk.
You don't swear.
I'd shove a sock in his mouth.
Yeah, you don't have to swear. You don't say I swear. You just say you promise. Yes, be yes, no, be no.
Well, miss. Like,
reigned for 50
because he's a twat.
I know.
His voice goes right through me. I can't even listen to him.
Oh, dude, he wanted to debate me and Kat. I told them both to do one. Absolutely, Kat's tried it with me as well because I stuck up for Nathan because he tried to call Nathan a bottler. You know what I mean? He bottled out a few years ago. It was actually on Arwen's channel when I actually supported Arwen. Yeah, he said, well, since Nathan's not going to do it, you take his place. He knows I didn't debate. He hardly even knew me at the time. And can you imagine me debating him when he comes on Flatses and just whines about me bloody timing him out or banning him? Ban him because he trolls. Simple.
Well, look at that person.
He just whines, oh, PJ's got a trigger finger. PJ ain't got a trigger finger. He hardly bloody does anything in chat when it comes to moderating. But if he sees Cats and Cats has got being an asshole, then you get blocked.
Look at that bloke that come in here and wanted to debate me.
I know. Oh my goodness. That was bad. What was his name again?
I can't remember. Never even heard of
Vicky right in front of me, knowing that I'm a man.
Like, let me debate Vicky.
And on anything. He just wanted to debate her on anything, just for the sake of it. What an ass. Anyway, let's carry on.
4 years, and he is the father of Amenhotep II. Therefore, of all the pharaohs of the 18th dynasty, the only pharaoh that passes this requirement from the Bible is Amenhotep II, because his father reigned for over 40 years. I mean, how much more obvious could it be from what Lorray found in the tomb of Amenhotep II? He found the mummy of Amenhotep II.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That had a shroud wrapped around it, which had Amenhotep II's name on it. He found this mummy that was covered with these boil-like sores.
Yeah.
He found the son of Amenhotep II.
Whether it's definitive evidence, I don't know, but it's fairly good evidence. I mean, fairly good evidence. If it's all true and above board, fairly good evidence.
Can you imagine in like however many hundreds or whatever years, and somebody's literally talking on YouTube about your boils? How embarrassing. Good job you're dead, because that's just
embarrassing. Oh, baby, shut up. You're a weirdo.
I'm not the one talking about a dead person's boils.
Oh, goodness.
Name inscribed on a funerary statue.
It's scriptural.
He found his name inscribed on a canopic jar, and he found the mummy of a boy with the prince's lock. I mean, we're talking about, why is this not the most famous tomb from the Valley of the Kings? It should be, and yet it's closed, and people don't know about it, and
Did Sandro not manage to get in and say anything? He said he was at King Nico's live earlier. What lives did King Nico do earlier? I think it was hold on. 6. Nico. Live. He's got one upcoming. It's 11 p.m. People are waiting for it now. Final experiment, Joe Rogan, 3 hours ago. Okay, that'll be interesting. I'm gonna have to save that and have a look at it. Not tonight, but I'm saving that to have a look at it. That could be an interesting one. Joe Rogan, the final experiment. Oh, and I see Duffy did an interview with Wolfie face to face. I didn't watch it. I just seen that it was advertised there. There's no way I'll watch it. But I dare say Flats will have a look at it tomorrow. I would say he will. if he sees
All them
wolf.
fleas.
What?
All them fleas on that dog pack, wolf pack.
Including Rachel.
And
She's
then when
the
you
biggest
look it
flea.
up today on the internet or wherever you're doing your research, then the more modern takes on this are all arguing against these positions that were well established and understood in the past. They're the ones that the evidence bears witness to. And yet now all these arguments, it's a focus of these arguments.
Banner said, does Nico realise Craig is making money off him when he debates on his platform? Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. If the whole debate wasn't a big enough debacle, at the end of it, it was like, do a press-up competition, push-up competition with me. And he did it. I'm like, Nico, don't. And they were asking about his personal life, and he was telling them certain things like, don't tell them shit, bro.
No.
Obviously, he couldn't hear me because he's live with them. But I did tell him when he came into my live earlier, he thanked me for his critique. But I wasn't saying, look, I'm not saying you were. I says it was them being assholes to you. It ended up just being not about flat earth at all, bro. I says, if you want to be taken serious that way, stop dealing with them. Stop dealing with them whatsoever. You know, that's the Rumble link, guys, because we'll be heading over there in about 5.
But like Anthony come in, didn't he, and was saying how much would you charge to debate somebody?
Yeah.
Like, people want to debate him, and I'm like, whatever they're offering you, double it, if not triple it. Do you know what I mean? Because they're the ones making money off it.
Mm-hmm. No problem, Roger. You take your time, man.
480 years doesn't really mean 480 years.
He's talking to his phone on the phone.
The length of this reign isn't really the length of just one pharaoh's reign, but of more than one pharaoh's reign. This mummy that was found in Amenhotep II's tomb isn't really the son of Amenhotep II, but this other...
Ballbusters, not Spacebusters. Ballbusters, yeah. I think Ballbusters probably at night, innit? That's probably like Tuesday, innit? It's all right. We've got our own little crew. We'll go and watch the movies and otherwise.
Chillian said.
What?
David Banner said Nico needs guidance. He does. But Chillian said, and a guide dog.
And a guide dog. True that. Sandro.
Can you hear me now?
No, we can't. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Right. So
what I was trying to say half hour ago was if I lived closer to Vicky, I would do a garden for free.
See, that's sweet, man. That's sweet. I know you would.
Thank you, Sandro.
I know you would, bro.
My God, do you know what, Sandro? I don't mind paying for it, but it's the fact that he keeps changing the day. Like, it's like the way he acts is like he's doing me a favour. He's not. I pay him £30 an hour.
Right, listen, Sandro. He's good at doing gardens, but he's not a good gardener.
I am.
If he doesn't turn up to a job, then he's not a good gardener. He might be good at doing gardens, but he's not a good gardener.
No, but then can you advertise for me?
Hang on, Vicky. Get off your arse and do it yourself. Get out in the sun, have a bit of exercise.
I can't.
It's free.
No. I do it for Vicky. Hold on, Sandra. I do it for Vicky, but I'm hardly ever there. Vicky doing it with her knees and that, it's hard for her to do it all the time.
I'm not saying strain yourself or overdo things, but it will. If take your time, you're out in the sun, even go barefoot so you're grounding yourself. You're getting your vitamin D, you're getting a little bit of exercise, just do a bit at a time.
Absolutely.
And you will benefit from it.
But the thing is we'll be moving in together at some point, and I'll be doing the gardens anyway.
He'll be doing everything.
Well, not everything. I'll be doing the decorating in the garden, and I'll be chilling in my mind cave.
Yeah, Vicky, what a clip clop when you got a horse.
That's true. Right, let's get this finished.
On and on. Why? Why is the focus of all this argument on Amenhotep II? The simple answer to that is it's because Amenhotep II holds the evidence for being the Pharaoh of the Exodus.
So all of the evidence demonstrates that Amenhotep II is the Pharaoh of the Exodus, and his mummy was discovered in his tomb, in his sarcophagus.
I agree. Look, if it's all this is above board and everything, it's fairly good evidence. If it's all above board, this is not bad at all. Not bad at all.
That reminded me, because remember, like when I was at yours and you borrowed me drill, and you were meant to put some up, and in the end I did it because I couldn't be bothered to wait for him to do it.
Yeah, because
you thought it was going to be hard, and it weren't.
I didn't think it was going to be hard. I just couldn't be bothered doing it. You know, I already told you this. I didn't think it was going to be hard. I just thought it was going to lay in a way that I didn't want it. I didn't realize it was going vertical as well. It would go vertical. I thought it was going.
PJ, was it because you didn't want to use a pink drill?
My drill's green, not pink.
You can get pink tools.
I know, but no, I needed a decent hammer drill.
Yeah, got pink tools. You've got plenty of pink tools.
Aye, but I've got normal tools as well.
Yeah, well, exactly. You have.
And in his coffin.
So why does this even matter? It matters because the Exodus event is a real event. The Israelites are real people. The Pharaoh that held them in bondage, in slavery, was a real Pharaoh. And the God of the Bible is also real, who came and broke the power of Pharaoh to set his people free so that they could be in relationship with him. The same is available to us today. It says in the Bible that all people are enslaved to sin, but that God himself became a man in the person of Jesus Christ and died for the sins of man to break the bondage of sin so that we could be freed from our slavery and enter into a relationship with the living God. Don't forget to hit subscribe. It really helps get this information out to more and more people.
There we go.
I'll leave a link.
His link is in the chat, guys. That's it for that one. Yeah, nice one, Flats, for that. That was interesting. I agree that it's that's definitely good. Definitely all above board and everything. It's not definitive, but it's very, very good evidence towards it, I think. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm laughing at Chili's comment.
Oh, right. What is it? What did he say? Oh, I know. He's a numpty, isn't he? Right, we'll play with Dave Banner before we cut off the YouTube and before we flatline YouTube and go over to Rumble. Put the Rumble link in, guys. You can start heading over there for the movies if you want. We'll be watching the Prestige Fast and then Bronson. So there's the link, guys. If you want to start heading over, it's up to you. But let's play Banner's new Rappy Rap song from 15 years ago, adapted for a Jaren diss.
Sandra was first in Rumble.
I know.
But there's 3 other people watching in Rumble.
Right. I'll zap it forward a bit. Like I say, I haven't trimmed it down that yet. So, we're going past it. It starts. Yeah. Oh, a little funky leg. There we go. Mr. Banner.
Look, no one's perfect beneath the surface. You in a circus and you got no verses, not my equal. Or the lesser of two evils, a remake of a Steven Seagal sequel. I spit venom, lethal in increments. Carve into him with sharp instruments, then implement my plan of attack to have you zigzagging across the street to collect my bags. Vulturing past me the Rizzler, bitch. You know the rest. I twist them, rip them, and light them. Jizz, you copy, paste, and bite them. I got my long sight and it's silent night. Keep counting sheep, yo. Rhyme writers reject these bar biters. I hope they turn green from envyitis. I hope they catch a tropical virus that sends their brain capacity, Miley Cyrus. I'm like a virus connecting wireless silently through the night, projecting kindness. Be silent, you need to get focused. How can you be the dopest using hocus pocus? I will verbally take, then I'll instigate to have you white chalked and yellow tape for heaven's sake. You're at heaven's gate, doors were closed, it's bitter to be late.
I drop bombs like Dempsey in his late 20s. I eat jellies that hits pound a penny. I'm getting heavy when you pray so messy. You're already waiting for the reincarnation of SETI. My defense is impregnable, inevitable. When I show you that iron mic, you turn vegetable. I'm impetuous, totally reckless. I gotta run around your bitch to give her a pearl necklace. C6 Corvette and sick court.
No way. Definitely inspired by Mike Tyson there. Like, his defense is impregnable. Yeah, man. He said that. He said that after a bout. He said,
I like the way you know it's Banner because he put boxing in it.
Absolutely. But he actually quoted. Excellent. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it, Banner. Love it.
Test 6 tech dot saying that you're next. See, I see these Dalai Lamas, and when I give you enlightenment, bitch, that's karma. Your lack of imagination so blatant you've taken God's creation and created this abomination. Man, it's whack, cause when I blaze the green, this whole smash hole clap. So how about that? My remedy, get an enemy, get a felony, twerk bitch, spliff and sip Hennessy. Get some life skills, leave a legacy, up your energy, then come back and battle me. Your lack of metaphor set me off in Dusseldorf, just to show you how much this Holocaust you can't implement, bro. You got no summon, bro.
Thanks, Joyce. Go.
You have no foundations, bricks and mortar. Total slaughter, bro. I'm in disbelief. How German is calling fake flat ease. It's plain to see. I'm gonna relish this battle cause he the sauce of the beef. Bitch, peas on murky with ease. If you don't shut the hell up, I'll leave you like head in your knees. Yeah, crawling toward you. But we just turn away and just ignore you. Your talk is the worst I ever heard. Pile yourself a legit truther. Dude, you a cock nerd. Listen, that shit won't drop. And when you pick up that camera, your own mom wants you to stop and no block cause you have the facial features. PP, nah. These monosyllabic, hobo, erratic, no flow, stationary, static, lyrical bad habits, you can't stand it. I slam mics and I'm not even Islamic. I'm the bravest, greatest, slash, craziest, heinous. Not even Houdini could escape from this. Your program, you older than Crow, man. I got more stone in both hands, you call me Duran. I crack jaws with a tiger claw. I'm running over these bitches, they part whores. I see no wordplay, no punchlines. I'm feeling hungry now, with it, and it's lunchtime. Yup, no punchlines. I'm feeling hungry. Now wits it, and it's lunchtime.
There we go. Nice one, Banner. Excellent. Love it. Right, so we're going to head over to the Rumble side now. We'll go Flatline YouTube. Once we get over to Rumble, I'll play a song till everybody starts getting in. Well, I'll go toilet, make a coffee, then we'll play the movie. And
so hurry up and get in.
And I think Roger's just finished his conversation.
Almost.
Good to see you, bro. Oh, nearly. Okay.
She lives in another state, so I don't even talk to her.
Got you, bro. Got you. I got you. So, yeah, we'll head over to Rumble now. I've got to cut off the YouTube side. Flatline it, as we say, chilling.
Flatline YouTube.
So there's the link there, guys. If you get lost, the description, the YouTube description has the Rumble link, and also once it starts, I will put the link also in the community posts on YouTube. So bless you guys. Start heading over to Rumble if you're like, and if you're not, if you're not coming with us to Rumble, thanks for joining us on YouTube. And always a pleasure spending time with you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, Jolly Man.
Great, Jolly Man. Good to see you as we're heading over to the Rumble. Good, it'll be good to see you over there, bro. But if not, we'll see you tomorrow. Bless you guys. See you in a minute. And we'll head over there. Rechnu, baby. Rechnu. So, how do we do it, babe? What do we say?
He who the sun sets free is free indeed.
Indeed. Ta-da.